Hello. So one thing I've found really interesting is when sharing my progress on my own DIY electric piano, a lot of people have been offering advice and do keep it up. I do find it really useful and inspiring to get this project finished. I've had a couple of people share even more and actually share the progress with their own DIY piano, and I found this totally inspirational. So Floris has sent me this video of a Wurlitzer style piano he's been working on, and I've been blown away how good it sounds and also the tips that he's included. And naturally I was grateful for the advice and inspiration, and I just asked if I could share that video as it could be useful for anyone else who's considering a similar project. So here it is, and thank you again for letting me use that video. I hope you enjoy this, and leave any feedback as comments below to help, him with his project. Thank you.
So this is a quick video about my electric piano. I decided to make a quick video because it's way easier to go over all the points, all the problems I walked upon. So I'm just gonna quickly do that. Little bit late that I'm sending this because I just saw your comment now, even though like already a week has passed. So sorry for that. But anyway, first of all, the sound, of course. I made the reeds from hacksaw blades, as I already said. I'll turn it on real quick. It does have a lot of noise in here because I don't have grounding in my things. But as you can hear, pretty good sound. The sustain is not great at all. The sustain, as I said, not great at all. I think it's because of the pickup being too close to the reed, but I don't know. At least the sound is all right, so I can probably play something on it when it's done. But the first thing that I really walked upon was the dampers, like not the dampers themselves actually, but all of these lifting all of these at once, like the sustain pedal. So when you press the key, it obviously goes up. But I used clothespin springs, and when I press just one key, there's no problem at all. These are really light to touch, but heavy enough to dampen them quick. So you should think it's kind of great, but lifting all of these at once is just too heavy, and I came to the point that I was almost breaking off this entire back piece. So I had to put a long strip of metal on it. So it's definitely not breaking at all now. But that was kind of scary because a lot of work in this, and it almost broke off. Also, you can see this little like T piece here. I can take off the dampers in quarters, so there's 64 dampers, and I can take like 16 off and in pieces. I believe this one is loose. Yep. So that way I can tune the reeds, which is actually surprisingly easy, because the reeds are under here. Normally on a Wurlitzer it would be the opposite side. You probably know that. I decided to do it this way around because I wanted to really change the pickups easily without having to take apart anything. So that's why I did that. The keys, one thing I was really afraid of was bending. The keys bending, the wood bending. But I found a piece of wood, a couple of pieces of wood, in the store, just a regular supply store, which had a really fine grain, as you can see. And you can really see the difference of the grain on just this key. The little block on top is like would have been a normal grain, and here it's the finer grain. And I've been really, it's actually been really cold in here, and I've been heating it up really fast, and no bending at all. You can see that the keys are really, it has just a little bit of wiggle room, but it's still still goes just fine. So if you find a piece of wood with a really fine grain, it just should work really good. What more? The hammers and the dampers and the hinges of them. I made all of them of wood. A lot of work, but actually if you just take a block of wood and you make a slot in it and you saw it off a couple of times, you get there pretty quickly. Same with the hammers, just make kind of a profile in the wood, and also with the dampers, then you're really you're done quite fast. And I also was actually thinking of 3D printing them, just like you did, but I thought it would have been a lot of time going into it, so I don't know. Maybe it's faster, but I already did it, so it's oh yeah, it's a nice way to get to my next point. Some of the hammers are actually this one. Oh no, not this one. Some of them kind of go this one. They're kind of like not sliding very nicely because they're touching the hammer that's next to it. So a great way to fix that, or kind of actually anything that is touching each other, like the keys shouldn't touch each other obviously, but anything that is touching each other, you can take a pencil and grind or shave some graphite powder off of it and putting it on. Sometimes you can even draw on it, so the graphite powder really helps to make wood go. It's kind of almost a powder lubricant for wood. Really works really nicely. So also the hacksaw blades that I have here, that I use to make the reeds, like $10 for, what is it, 20 pieces or something, maybe even more. Really cheap, pretty good sound already. But keycaps, everything I got from AliExpress, hacksaw blades as well. And so I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping that everything is gonna work fine. But yeah, so this is it for now. If you have any more questions, you can obviously mail me back. I can, if I'm like walking into any major problems, which could also affect, which if I walk into any problems, I will also let it know. As you can hear, I'm not really speaking English that great because I'm from the Netherlands, so sorry for that. But anyway, that was that, and I hope your piano